Most people think they've seen a possum. They'll describe it about the size of a house cat with coarse fur, beady eyes, and a rat-like tail. They'll tell you that it hissed or maybe even played dead. But unless they were in Australia, they did not see a possum. They saw an opossum. And the difference isn't just spelling. It's an evolutionary divide that spans continents, cultures, and centuries of mistaken identity. The Virginia opossum is the only marsupial native to North America. It has a body temperature of around 94 to 97 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 34.4 to 36.1 degrees Celsius. And it makes a poor host for rabies. More remarkably, it's a frontline soldier in our war against ticks. They consume up to about 5,000 ticks per season. In a time when Lyme disease and other tick-borne illnesses are rising across the United States, this creature has become a hero in suburbia. Yet the opossum has a PR problem. They're often dismissed as dirty scavengers. Cities and suburbs frequently label them as pests, despite their very low disease risk. Their shy nature and ecological benefits is part of a broader issue with how urban wildlife is judged. By appearance and not function. On the other side of the world, the name possum belongs to a very different animal. Australia's common brush-tailed possum. It has a very plush coat, a curled, bushy tail, and big eyes designed to melt hearts. Australians often welcome them, sometimes even leaving fruit outside. And under the Wildlife Act, it's illegal in several territories to trap or relocate one without a permit. But how did the two unrelated animals wind up sharing almost the exact same name? Well, the answer, it traces back to the early 1600s. Captain John Smith recorded the term opossum, derived from the Powhatan word opossum, meaning white animal. Over a century later, British colonists in Australia, lacking zoological precision, encountered unfamiliar marsupials and dubbed them possums, dropping the O and importing confusion. And that confusion has lasted ever since. The animals themselves could not be more different. Opossums have 50 sharp teeth, the most of any North American mammal, and a prehensile tail used for balance. They eat carrion, insects, fruit, and even small animals. Bush-tailed possums, in contrast, they're herbivores. They've got padded feet and opposable toes, evolved for climbing and canopy life. One is evolutionarily tuned to clean up, and the other is built to blend in with the leaves. And when threatened, the opossum doesn't run. It collapses. This behavior, called thanatosis, is a neurological shutdown triggered by intense fear. The animal emits a foul smell from its anal glands. It curls into a death pose and lies extremely still, sometimes for hours. It's not an act, it's an instinct. But while one marsupial plays dead to survive, the other thrives through charm and legal protection. Both are quite misunderstood. Both are important. And both deserve a little more credit than they get. Because it turns out the most surprising part of the story isn't the silent O. Is that the opossum, the one often ignored or reveled, is actually quietly helping protect our neighborhoods by eating one tick at a time. These are Interesting Things with JC.